Y'all, I just got out of the shower not too long ago. I promised myself this morning that I was gonna make this video, but I didn't, so I'm gonna do this now as I literally get ready for bed. So this is kind of, if I could give this any type of title, it would be what my random thoughts are, but like they're random in how I'm recording in some of my thoughts, but they're true and full in meaning on what I say. So I hope this makes sense. And they're probably gonna make it serious about this, to be honest. But anyway, you know, I've studied the Bible for a good amount of years, and I know that there's people who are way more knowledgeable, way more educated on spirituality and religion religion when it comes to studies and stuff like that, right? And so I need to preface that. But something I've been realizing for a while, but I was really recently having a conversation with somebody, I want to say like Sunday, about the simple fact that I just truly believe that there's more than one religion equals the right religion. I do believe that there's religions that are, like, some people are called to walk down a certain path as far as religion, right? Like, truly, in my opinion. And I think some, you know, just decide to choose one that kind of just like works with them, whether they know someone or so forth like that. But the more that I talk to people and the more that I take the time to understand that there are really more parallels than not. In my opinion, I feel like a lot of people, well, like, if you don't believe this, you're gonna die. If you don't believe in Jesus, you're not gonna make it to heaven. And if you don't believe in this, you're not gonna make it. When the more and more I look at things, once again, this is my opinion, the more and more I look at things, and the more and more I start to do like readings and stuff, and just kind of take a step back outside of myself, I truly, and I mean truly, believe that you cannot tell me that God only created one religion and that God is only in one religion. Like, truly, if you look at Christianity, well, actually, check it. If you look at, would it be Judaism first, like Catholic? No, it'd be Judaism. Am I saying that right? Correct? It was more of like the Old Testament Judaism. So Jewish, right? Yeah. Be the Old Testament more than anything. New Testament would be Catholic and or Christianity. And then after that, you would get Islam. So you'd get Muslim. And the more you look at things is like, not one religion is better than the other as far as like relationship with God, right? Like, in my opinion. And then not one is better than the other as far as ways to live, because these sets of rules or belief systems or whatever is what helps people go through life and helps them be like a better person and so forth. And so I've been looking at like more so on like Christian TikTok, where it's just like, if you don't believe in Jesus, you're gonna die type of deal, or you're gonna go to hell. And I don't know, man. You guys, I just don't believe that anymore. And I probably did believe that, and I'm saying anymore because I more than likely believed that at one point. And the other thing is, I say we, but I feel like I'm not in that box, but I am in the box. When it comes to, I'm just gonna say it. When it comes to Christianity, in my opinion, is that anytime that you see something that is not exactly what you believe, you just be like, it's demonic. We've all done it. I for sure have. I'm like, oh, that person has practiced witchcraft. I'm like, oh, they're a witch. And it's not that they're like a witch, like they're purposely doing. I always said you could be a witch by doing things that you don't even know that is like what witches do type of deal. But that's the biggest misconception is, just because you don't understand something doesn't mean it's dark. Just because it's something that you don't believe in and you don't understand doesn't mean it's dark, and doesn't mean that it's witchcraft. It's just different. like as a whole. And I'm telling you, the more and more I start to do like my own study and my own sit back and look at all the different people that I personally know, I just can't sit and be like, oh, this person is practicing witchcraft because of they have a different belief system. When I personally know people who openly practice witchcraft, private practice witchcraft, that are witches, that do all different types of things. And I just be like, what people think is witchcraft is on a whole different level. And then we just say that it is just because it's something that's different and we don't believe in it. It's not that it actually is. You know? I don't know. So, that's all I'm saying. My opinion, I truly think that as long as you are being a good person and you walk in the right path for what it belongs to you and what is called to you, what you're called to, I think that you're gonna be okay. And I hope like God can convict me 100% through and through in what I'm gonna say. But I truly believe that God loves you even if you believe in another religion. I truly believe that God loves you even if you don't believe in any religion. I truly believe that God loves you no matter what you believe, and I truly believe that God walks with you no matter what religion you believe in, and no matter, even if you're not part of religion. I believe God loves you, He knows you, and He is wanting relationship with you, but He is not judging you because you don't have the same walk as everybody else. Like, some of us are genuinely called to something that's completely different, and some of us think that we condemn ourselves based off of social media, based off of what other people we've seen, based off of things that we've seen in the church. And just because we've lived our lives a certain type of way also doesn't mean that we are just like, I don't know, like the way we condemn people to like they're gonna go to hell over things, when just because someone's sin is open and out loud to us doesn't mean that they are worse than us and we're better than them, because some of us are living privately in worse sin than people that are living publicly. You know what I mean? I don't know. It's just, if I could give a rant for the day, that would be my rant. Okay. All I'm saying is, I just want you to know that if you come across this video, God loves you no matter what that you believe in, and no matter what that you, the way that you do things. So whether you have you're in or part of a religion, or call yourself in under umbrella of religion, God still loves you. God still hears you. God still talks to you, no matter what. And I also think that, I know that a lot of people have different definitions of what God is, and I also know, like, the same way I say the God that I pray to is not the same God that everyone prays to, but there are some of us who genuinely pray to the same people, like the same person, not people, same person. And I hope you know what I mean, because God's not a person, He's a spirit, but still, like, I don't know, just like in my heart of hearts, like, what I know of God and the relationship that I've built with God, no matter what umbrella of religion that I thought I was under or not under, God still loves me. And in my opinion, based off of everything that I've read in the Bible, Jesus did all this work for us to divorce religion, and we're going back to religion. Like, literally. I think that it's really like truly having a relationship with God and Him pointing you in the way that belongs to you. Because I just don't think that all of our relationships and all of spirituality looks the same. Like, in my honest God opinion, when some people like some people say the universe, and they're just like, oh, the universe is saying to say, but I truly believe that some people say the universe, and that is God to them. And God is still the universe because He's all things, and so God can show up that way. Just like, I don't know, has God ever shown up and given you a message in like eggs or flowers or whatever? I think it's the same thing to me. And I don't mean like everything's the same, but I'm just saying, like, God can speak to people in different ways. That's my air fryer, by the way. God can speak to people in different ways, and some of us are really closed-minded because that's not the way that God talks to us. not realizing God talks to us in completely different ways, and we're ruining the possibility of having a relationship with God based off of how we see other people having relationships. You know? So just be soft on yourself and on others, because everyone's relationship looks different.